Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Pixel and welcome to the Sapphire Tech YouTube channel. Now before we get started, I am recording this on the 28th of December, so I hope that you all had a very nice Christmas. I did, but unfortunately I fear I may have caught the dreaded holiday flu, so I want to apologise if I sound a little bit croaky throughout this video. However, as they say, the show must go on. So today we are going to be doing a somewhat shorter video than usual because we are going to be taking a look at a game called Super Meat Boy, and this game is around 8 years old at this point and it's a 2D platformer, so we would be wasting our time looking into the performance because it's safe to say that most modern graphics cards are going to have zero issues when it comes to playing this game the way it was meant to be played. However, saying that, the footage that you are seeing in the background was recorded on the Sapphire Pulse RX 580 just for future reference. So, you may be wondering, why am I even making this video? Well, that's simple. Right now over on the Epic Games Store, you can pick up Super Meat Boy absolutely free until the 10th of January 2019, and I also think this game is awesome, so I think that you guys should go out there and claim your copy right now, especially if you don't own this game on any other platforms. On the off chance that you're one of the few people that has never seen or heard about Super Meat Boy, let's have a quick look at what the game's about now. Super Meat Boy is a hard-as-nails 2D skill-based platformer that has a story that goes a little something like this. Bandage Girl has been kidnapped by Dr. Fetus. And no, I am not kidding. So now it's your job to rescue her. The aim of the game is to get from the start of each level and reach Bandage Girl, at which point Dr. Fetus comes along and snatches her away again. And you rinse and repeat this loop until the end of the game. This is one of those games where you are likely going to die a lot, because while the controls are very simple, with only a sprint and a jump button that combine with your standard movement, the position and timing required is extremely tight. You will have to time your advance within a fraction of a second. You need to hold down the jump for just the right amount of time to get the right amount of height, and then you need to slide down walls the perfect amount before jumping back off, and on top of that you need to manage your sprint to control your movement. In many ways, Super Meat Boy is as much a rhythm game as it is a platformer, with a dance that your thumbs perform on the controller feeling more like playing an instrument rather than a video game. When you get into the rhythm, it feels very rewarding. However, when you lose the beat, this can be one of the most frustrating games you will ever play. 1 second you're constantly getting to the very last obstacle in the level, and the next you're dying to the very first saw blade. Over and over again. Thankfully, the game never really leaves you with just one level to complete at a time, meaning that you have the freedom to switch levels and come back to the one you're stuck on later. There is also a Dark World version of each of the levels, which is pretty much the same but much harder. You can switch between the normal and the Dark World versions of the maps on the level select screen. As well as these alternate levels, you also have warp zones which can be unlocked by reaching the warps in the main level. These pretty much play the same as the core game, but with a more retro aesthetic. Also, the warp zones often consist of multiple levels that you have to complete within a certain number of lives, meaning that this really helps pile up the pressure and makes you focus even more. In some levels, you will even find bandages that serve as a bonus collectible that also allows you to unlock additional characters to play through the main story as. Each character has its own unique little trick. For example, the Half-Life headcrab is in the game, and that can cling to walls, and the Bit Trip Runner can glide for a short amount of time. Now, I'm sure that these are supposed to make the game easier in a certain way, but personally I found that switching between characters was very detrimental to my ability, so I would personally only switch these characters if I was planning to stick with them for quite a while to allow my muscle memory to really kick in. Anyway, finally, I want to just quickly mention that there is a sequel due for this game in the not so distant future, and that goes by the name of Super Meat Boy Forever. The game seems to follow the same core premise, but this time around there are a few more abilities that you're going to need to master in order to overcome some of these devilish levels. So be sure to check that out if this looks interesting to you. But with that said, that is going to be the end of this very short video. I hope that you did enjoy it. It was hell for me going back and recording some of this footage. Don't get me wrong, I love this game, but dang, I used to be good at it, but now I just suck so bad. Anyway, if you are new around here, please don't forget to slap that subscribe button and to ring our bell to be notified of new videos when we upload them. And until next time, from me and everyone over at Sapphire, thank you so much for watching guys, you're awesome, And yeah, bye bye.